Alright everyone, welcome back.
お前
Ryder doesn't seem to mean me any harm. She was really here to save me.
お前どうして
Save me? I almost finished, but I almost don't care at this point. Right now I want to.
お前はシンジのサーバントだろう。なのにどうして俺を助けてくれたんだ
I want to go to her. Why am I taking this detour?
あなたを死なせてはいけないと命じられています。私は主の命に従っただけです。
You see? Whatever. I don't believe it, but if that's her answer, then fine. Never mind that. I need to hurry. I know with one glance what I'm gonna find. The corridor is silent. It's half destroyed, torn apart as if a tornado went through. On the only intact portion of the floor I find a red stain. It's smaller than the palm of my hand, and I don't know who the blood belongs to. But as soon as I see it, I feel my legs go weak, and I drop to my knees. I touch the red stain. The blood is dry, and it doesn't stick to my fingers. It seems to declare that she's well and truly gone.
私の役割はあなたを守ることです。シロ。
Oh my god, no! Saber! Why? How many times have I heard those words? They were promising, yet anxious. She always put me first. Never once did she talk about protecting herself. I scratched at the bloodstain. Saber fought and died here. That's what war is. I've known from the moment we made our pact that people would die in this battle. I offered her my hand with that in mind, and she took it. She was a girl smaller than me, who protected me. When I decided to go after the Black Shadow instead of the Holy Grail, she swallowed her dread and went along with my decision. And this is the result. I lost her. I'm no longer a master, and I'm back to being the half-baked hero I was before. I'm all alone, with no way to fight. But I still have something to do.
行かないと
I touched the bloodstain one last time. This is farewell. I lift my hand away, without a bow or a word of thanks. The pain in my left hand is gone. The moment I acknowledged Saber's death and said goodbye, my command spells disappear without a trace. Command spells won't disappear just because the servant is gone. They go away when a mage is no longer qualified to be a master.
そうかつまり俺は
I have no idea what happened here tonight. All I know for certain is one thing. In this moment, I lost Saber and the right to be a master. I leave Ryodo Temple. My stomach and back feel like big injuries, but right now, I don't care about physical discomfort.
送ります。敵がいなくなったとはいえ、夜道の一人歩きは危険ですから。
I stop, surprised. The way Ryder's acting is just too unexpected.
わからないなそれもお前のマスターの命令か
いえ、そのような命令は受けてはいません。これは私個人の感情です。ただそう思っただけですので、他はありません。
そっかそれなら信じるけど見送りはいい俺たちは敵同士だろうならそこまで世話にはなれない
敵同士。では、あなたはまだ私たちと戦うつもりですか？セイバーを失った魔術師でもないあなたが。
I don't answer. I still haven't said anything about fighting or forfeiting the war.
そう。わかりました。せいぜい道中気をつけなさい。
Ryder's long hair flutters. She heads for the mountain gate ahead of me. Even to me, she looks hopelessly defenseless from behind.
サンキュー
I blurt out something I forgot to say.
え
She turns around, surprise plain on her face. It's embarrassing to have her look at me like that, but I have to express my gratitude.
あなたは今何と言いました？
Because she'll hear me after all. I feel uncomfortable staring her in the eyes, so I slightly avert my gaze.
だからありがとうって言ったんだ。お前に助けてもらわなかったら死んでただろう。見ての通り今は何も返せない。だからせめて礼ぐらい言っとかないとお前に悪い。
お気になさらず。私は主の命に従ったまでです。主の命が変わればすぐにでもあなたを殺します。
Ryder answers in a cold voice and disappears through the gate.
だろうな。だから世話にはならないって言ったんだ。
I walk out the temple alone. I can think about why she came to save me later. It'll take an hour to get home. I only have 1 hour to get over the fact that she should be here with me. Man, Shira, I feel with you. I feel for you. Man, on that 1 hour walk back home, dude, I would be in tears. I arrive at my house. It's well past 1 a.m. A brief coughing fit makes me cover my mouth, and I notice a little blood on my hand. It still hurts where Assassin punched me, and my back stings where it hit the wall. I don't know what the internal damage is like, but my back is probably bruised. Before, I would heal from light injuries right away, but now, they don't heal at all.
そうか。以前に戻ったんだよな。そりゃ。
My pact with Saber let me heal from all injuries of my own. That's gone now. Even a small wound could prove fatal.
先輩。
Someone calls me. Sakura is standing in the hallway past the front door.
さくら、どうしたんだこんな夜更けに。もしかして起こしちゃったか？
いえ、寝つけなくて夜更かししていたんです。そしたら先輩の靴がなかったからどこかに出かけたのかなって。
まあ、ちょっと出歩いてた。
Oh, right. The lights were on when I got back. Has she been here this whole time?
さくら、ずっと玄関で待ってたのか？
いえ、そんなことないです。ちょっとトイレに寄っただけで、たまたま玄関にいただけですよ。
She was definitely waiting for me. It's been just under 3 hours since Saber and I set out. Maybe Sakura noticed me leaving right away and waited here the entire time.
それより先輩、お茶にしませんか？こんな時間ですけど、あったかいお茶を飲んでゆっくりすれば元気が出ますから。
My eyes widen. Suddenly, Sakura is uncharacteristically forceful. I must be in pretty bad shape if she's this worried about me.
ああ、頼む。それと、ただいま。さくらに声をかけずに出歩いてすまなかった。
I take off my shoes and go inside. I keep a hand on my hurting stomach and head for the living room. Sakura steps in front of me.
おかえりなさい、先輩。
She replies, sounding somehow relieved. I jump up from the seat cushion my butt is on. The antiseptic draining my back burns something fierce. It even makes a sizzling sound. Making me feel like I'm being roasted over coals.
さくら、痛い。消毒薬はもういいから、傷口を拭いてガーゼでも貼っといてくれ。
ダメです。背中一面真っ赤なんですから、ちゃんと消毒しないといけません。それに痛いのは当たり前です。こんな大怪我をして帰ってきたんですから、少しは我慢してください。
Ugh. I wonder if she's this tough on injured people thanks to the Kyoto Club or Fujine.
先輩、他に痛むところはありますか？
あ、いや、怪我したのは腹と背中だけだ。他は何ともない。
そうですか。ならあとはガーゼを当ててテーピングするだけですね。
Sakura wields the first aid kit with practiced efficiency. Her face is stern as she works, and I don't feel like I can interrupt her. Now then, if you're wondering how this happened, it's because I accidentally threw up the tea as soon as it hit my stomach. I planned on hiding it, but Sakura found out. Then she pouted until I confessed I got injured, and now she's treating my wounds. Of course, she wasn't this aggressive as soon as I got home.
怪我ってお腹ですか？
When I showed Sakura my abdomen, she blushed so furiously she couldn't even begin to render her first aid.
さくら、本当にいいのか？手当てなら自分でできるし、無理しなくていいぞ。それに背中はもっとひどい。
大丈夫です。やります。やらせてください。
Someone's eager. She became so flustered that I was worried she would swoon before she could even treat my back.
先輩、そのお洋服脱いでください。
I didn't want to stop Sakura when she was trying so hard, and I couldn't have treated my back on my own. So, with all that in mind, I took off my shirt and let her work on my back. My back is scratched all over, and for a while, Sakura didn't do anything. After staring at each other for a few minutes, she gulped and announced that she's starting to give me first aid. That was 20 minutes ago. It's now past 2 in the morning. Sakura's diligent care is almost finished.
はい、終わりました。新しいシャツを用意しましたから、こっちを着てください。
ね、ああ、もう終わったのか。サンキュー、さくら。
いえ、先輩もお疲れ様でした。
I put on a fresh shirt and take a deep breath. I can't do much about the bruise in my stomach, but my back pain feels a little better. I'll sleep on my stomach tonight, hopefully. It won't hurt as much tomorrow.
さて、それじゃ寝るか。こんな夜更けに起こしてすまなかったな。
いえ、そんなことはないんですけど。
Sakura looks down. She looks like she wants to say something but can't.
さくら、俺がいない間に何かあったのか？
先輩、セイバーさんは帰られたんですか？
Yep, in my head, the music would stop for me too. I go dizzy for a
セイ
second.
バーさんは帰られたんですか？
Hearing it out loud from someone else finally drives the hammer home.
ああ、急な話だけど、あいつは帰った。もう戻ってこない。
I push through the dizziness, steady my breathing, and answer calmly. Sakura has doubts, I'm sure. She was just here 4 hours ago, so she must think something happened. So I need to be calmer than anyone and act like everything's fine.
セイバー、最後にさくらのことを言ってたよ。さくらは思い詰めるタイプだから、もっと気楽に行けってさ。
そうですか。セイバーさんとは仲直りしたばかりだったのに、お別れを言えなかったのは残念です。
I can't even nod. Saber disappeared before she could say farewell to anyone. It pains my heart so much I want to throw up. For only 6 days we worked together. For only 6 days we were partners. For only 6 days she swore to be my sword. And how did I repay her?
でもよかった。あの人が来てから、先輩、怪我してばかりだったから。これで今まで通りですね、先輩。そうですよね。何をしていたかは聞きませんけど、先輩はセイバーさんのために出歩いていたんでしょ？けど、そのセイバーさんも帰ってしまったんですから、先輩が危ない目に遭うこともないじゃないですか。
いや、セイバーがいなくなっても夜に出歩くのは続けるけどな。セイバーに付き合ってたんじゃなくて、俺がセイバーを付き合わせてたんだから、
I stand up. I feel less tense now that the first date is finished. I suddenly feel sleepy.
先輩。
おやすみ、さくら。それと今の話な。明日からもっと家を留守にするだろうけど、さくらは今まで通りここを使ってくれ。今夜みたいに帰りが遅くなる時もあるけど、気にせずちゃんと眠ること。さっきみたいにずっと玄関で待ってるってのはなしだぞ。
はい。おやすみなさい、先輩。
I can rest my body now. I didn't notice before, but I'm seriously exhausted. Just lying down on my stomach is enough to make my body and mind sleepy. Before I pass out, I stare into the dark, hardening my resolve. What defeated Saber? What am I supposed to fight? I need to get that through my head right now. The memory makes my chest creak. I tremble slightly, feeling a frustration that goes beyond anger or fear. I feel like my heart's going to break.
お前が戦うべき相手。
That shadow. That thing out there indiscriminately attacking people. The black shape that even Saber and Archer were afraid of. I didn't see it happen, but I'm pretty sure of it. Saber lost to that thing. Assassin couldn't have beaten her. Anything back there could have defeated her. It'd have to have been that shadow. I'll defeat the thing that beat Saber. It isn't my only enemy. I had to deal with Zokin and Assassin too. Zokin said that he had no more use for me since I'm no longer a master. But as long as I fight in the Holy Grail War and pursue the shadow, Zokin is sure to appear. My body trembles. Saber isn't here anymore. Without her miraculous healing, I only have my half-baked magecraft to protect me. I know how foolish and suicidal that is.
戦うと決めた。正義の味方になるって言ったんだ。
I lost Saber to do that. That's why I've been following in Kiritsugu's footsteps ever since the fire. The only chance I have is to stop this war, so that the tragedy can never happen again. And that's why this is the last night I'm allowed to tremble like this. In the morning, once my injuries have healed, I have to become a stronger version of myself that she would be proud of. That's a great mindset to have, Shiro. I respect it. The girl returns to her bedroom. She goes to her bed with heavy steps and sits down limply.
先輩、あんな怪我をしたのに、まだ。
She doesn't know what happened. She just knows that the boy left and came back a few hours later looking haggard and covered in wounds. The blonde girl who suddenly appeared in this house a few days ago didn't return with him. From this alone, it's clear that something irrevocable has happened. The boy is hiding something, and as a result, the blonde girl didn't come back. But that doesn't matter. She doesn't care about that at all. As long as the boy is back safe, then she doesn't need to know what happened. Nothing could make her happier than Shiro and Emiya coming home to her.
今日言えるのかな。
She feels a chill and touches her cheek. It's hot. Her whole body feels hot, and she feels like she might faint if she doesn't concentrate. It must be a cold again. That's unusual, since she doesn't usually catch colds. But she was waiting at the door for almost 3 hours. Sluggishly, she turns off the lights. Too tired to even change out of her clothes, she collapses into the bed.
大丈夫。こんなの先輩に比べたら全然だし。
Lying face down, the girl thinks back to the scene a few minutes ago. His back looked like someone worked it over with a cheese grater. His stomach was bruised black, as if struck by a heavy blunt weapon. He had to have been wounded in both body and spirit, yet his gaze was as clear as day. The moment she remembers, she feels her body temperature rise. She pretends not to notice that it's hatred she feels, not excitement.
誰があんな。
Yes, she can't forgive whoever hurt him this badly. This goes beyond momentary feelings like hatred or disapproval. He's always been deeply hurt, and yet he's always stayed here with her, so pristine. He's someone so different from her, yet so precious. so she can't abide by the fact that someone hurt him.
けど先輩の背中すごかったな。
She absently reaches out with her hand. It's been a long time since she saw his bare skin up close. When they first met, he was small for a boy, and not much taller than her. But for the last 2 years, he has rapidly become a man. It wasn't like before when he collapsed from a code. That was only a common code. Tonight, he was a wounded man.
先輩
Her mind goes blank as she remembers. When he exposed his chest, she was surprised by how masculine he was, covered muscles, trained every day without rest, and not a gram of excess. If she had to compare his lithe body to that of an animal, he would be a wild goat, small and beautiful, yet with the hidden strength to scale sheer cliffs.
胸だって広かったしすごく男の人だった。
Her outstretched fingers trace the lines of a chest that isn't there. Unconsciously, they run up his body lines like water drops, from his chest to his neck. Her fingers glide across the sheets from his neck to his lips. Her face goes bright red. In a panic, she tucks her arms in. The girl rolls into a ball in her bed, her ears turning just as red as her face. It shouldn't be this embarrassing, but the memory of his touch is just too fresh. The sensation of his skin on her fingertips just makes her imagination that much more vivid.
先輩
She clenches her hands tightly. She brings her face and hands in, trying to ball up the warmth heating her body. She can't think of anything else. She clutches her hands to her chest, clutching close the residual sensation in fingertips.
先輩
She endures the heat boiling up through her body. She won't be able to hold on if she lets it out. If that happens, she won't be able to think of this one thing she's clinging to.
なさい
She's hounded by confusion and guilt towards the boy. His injured body, just the thought of the bloody marks on his back makes her dizzy. The girl who will never come home again. What she took from him, all the lies. Dark emotions she would normally never even entertain twist inside her, awakening a feeling of delight deep within.
先輩私
She calls out to him to try and bury the feelings. How long can she keep them down? She hugs her chest so tightly and contorts. Thoughts bubble up within her bosom. The only thing making her this happy, this relieved, is that the boy came home to her.
それだけでいいのに先輩は
It isn't enough. She knows that now. He takes such good care of me, but he's trying to protect me by pushing me away.
ダメですダメです先輩私もっと先輩にそばにいてほしくて
She says her thoughts aloud. She knows how greedy she sounds. Because it's a desire that shouldn't be voiced, a wish that can't come true.
ごめんなさいごめんなさい先輩
She moans her repentance. Oh, okay. How violent she is for delighting in his injuries. How decadent she is for wanting to waste his efforts to protect her. It feels like a betrayal for someone like her to want to be with him. So she apologizes. The repentance and contrition quench her fever. She curls up in bed, damp with sweat. Her guilty conscience awakened a fever that was somehow like arousal. Even though the fever has cooled, she feels troubled by a heavy agony. His wounded body. He's still going to fight even after going through that.
どうすればいいんだろう先輩このままだともっと大きな怪我をしちゃう
She frets, covered in sweat. It's a worry she doesn't have an answer for, and a problem she can't solve. She could think all night and still not come up with a way to stop the boy. Except,
なんだそ 外に出さなければいいんだ。
That's like some yandere vibes going on here. With a relieved sigh, she arrives at an utterly simple answer. The girl breaks into a smile of someone who just had a divine revelation, feeling deep relief.
歩けなくなるくらいの怪我をしちゃえばもう危ない目に遭うことはないですよね、先輩。
Oh, that's some disturbing thoughts you got there, Sakura. She murmurs as if addressing someone. Please don't entertain those dark thoughts. The room smells of stone. It's lit by natural, not man-made light. The flickering lamplight illuminates the man's back and highlights the parchment in his hand.
教会とやらへの報告書か。お前も忙しい男だな、ことみ。
The voice comes from behind, its source unclear. It addresses a man sitting in a chair who begins his second task without showing a hint of surprise.
ほう、例の簒奪者についてだな。どれ？被害者はすでに57人、うち死亡者は5名ときたか。監督役としてこれは多い方なのか、ことみね。
この段階では何とも言えん。これほど大規模な意識不明事件は初めてだが、それでとどまるのなら問題はない。どちらの教会もこの程度の後処理は承知の上だ。だが
それも今のままのペースならか。どこの誰だか知らんが派手にやってくれる。気づいているのか、ことみね。このまま放っておけばこの町は無人になるぞ。
Kotomine doesn't answer. He's well aware of what the young man behind him is saying. The enigmatic shadow that appeared in town. So far, it's only drained life energy, but the quantity increases by the day. The number of bizarrely drained victims that began to appear 2 days ago has exceeded expectations in only a matter of days. So far, it leaves the victims only in respiratory distress, but soon, not even a healthy adult male will be able to survive a night.
だがその心配は無用だ。素人ではあるまいし、再現を知らぬというわけでもあるまい。
そうかな。あの虫使いはそうでもなさそうだが、あの手の輩は早めに潰さねばたたるぞ。俺とておめおめと町の人間を殺されるのは性に合わぬ。
That statement comes as a surprise to Kotomine. This man has no need for anyone other than himself, so why does he care about the people of Ryuki?
驚いたな。どういう風の吹き回しだ、ギルガメッシュ。
驚くことはあるまい。俺以外の者が人を殺めることをよしとはせん。人が人をほふらばつまらぬ財閥で迷おう。その手の苦しみは楽しくもないからな。
なるほど。お前はお前でやはり英霊だな。生の苦より救うために死を使うならば、お前の望みはやはり死か。
当然だ。ここは無意味で無価値なものばかりだからな。一掃するのが正義というものだろう。
His scornful voice brims with absolute confidence and majesty. The priest continues working without pause as he listens.
なるほど。そう望むのなら聖杯はお前が使うがいい。お前を打倒する者が現れない限り聖杯はお前のものだ。
ことみね、お前には望みがないのか。
明確な願いなどない。私にあるものは明確な快楽を欲する己のみだ。
そうか、お前には快楽のみか。
The young man laughs at the straightforward answer. A deep chuckle erupts from him. like he's proud of his partner.